Hello there YouTube, this is Tycooners Steve coming back with another episode of our Let's Play. It is episode number 19, and today we are going to be putting in some beautiful, if it loads, beautiful, here it comes, beautiful striped hyenas. There we go. We're going to be putting them in right in this paddock here, next door to the lions that we did last time. So it's going to be yet another addition into our African house. It's a little bit of a cheat because these are actually desert animals and not savanna, but I figured we had already put in the meerkats and warthogs over here. We've got some lions, so let's just go with every single speaking part in the Lion King at this point. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to want to do is do some alterations to our actual savanna house. Why, you might ask? Well, because the hyenas, they use those same type of cages that we use for our lions, so just to make it a little more heterogeneous, I'm going to put one of those cages in here for our hyenas so they can come and have the same inside area, kind of. But that's going to require a little bit of tweaking to what we had going, and I think I might have just let the lions free. Yep, just don't let me forget that when I add these fences on here. So let's get rid of all the things we don't want, and we'll start to build up our beautiful hyena display today. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I want to actually kind of space out an area between the hyenas and the lions, so like it's not going to be their displays are right on top of each other. So I'm putting these little buffer zones in here. Is that going to be deep enough? I'm not sure. Let me go ahead real quick and just put down the inside cage for a hyena so I can use that as a spacer. Here, homes, carnivore cage, flip it around so the exit's at the right space. Yeah, that fits fine. That's exactly where I wanted it. I knew it the whole time, never made a mistake, ever, not once. You've all been watching, you know that. Okay, so pull off this way. And then, gonna want to do it just like that there. I forget the exact kind of fence we used for the glass. I think it was just, yeah, just the basic glass fence there. So grab one of those real quick, just 4 high, so I can keep putting that brick up top, keep everything looking nice and heterogeneous. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and put the gates in. That our zookeepers can walk through there. Okay. Why does that not look right? Oh, it's because this wall's not high enough here. I don't know why I used that size. Must have been a mistake on my part last time. Not that I ever make mistakes, of course, as we've already established. This is a mistake-free Let's Play. That's how we're choosing to remember it. Just like that. See? No mistakes. Okay. And now, of course, we got to do our outside fencing here, which I am going to tweak a little bit as well, just to give our hyenas a little more room. They are pack animals, so I'm going to want to have, you know, 3, probably 4 of them in here. Yeah, like that still. And then we'll extend it straight back instead of making a little cut in. Very cool, and in a moment we'll go through and dig out the trench again, so it's going to be looking like our lions. Viewing area. Nope, not that one. No, I'm looking for kind of a big, impressive one. Just something where I can hide the entrance. There we go. So you can't see that. The idea here is I don't want people to see that little gate there for our zookeepers from the main path, at least not very easily. So we're going to put some larger rocks up front. That's a little too large. That works here, and I'll cut in a little bit so I'm not accidentally blocking off the feeding station for the lions. But what else do we got here? What else? Oh, that's pretty good. And just doing some mix and matching so it doesn't look so artificial. It still strikes me as too big. Alright. And put a date palm there. Okay. And we'll switch it up. Like I said, these are actually desert animals, not savanna. Which is odd, because like when you see them in nature documentaries, they're always in the same space as like the lions, waiting to, get the remaining chunks of the gazelle the lion just killed. But according to Zoo Tycoon 2, they live in completely different environments, so that's what we're going to go with. Because Zoo Tycoon 2 is never wrong. Put down another one of these little flowers just so it looks pretty. Oh, and before I forget, we are going to need to put stairs so that our zookeepers and our hyenas can actually get up into their little home. And in case you did miss the last episode, these steps and the carnivore cages, they all do come from Snow Leo's equipment. And I believe I have the link to download it in my description. If not, you can get it off Gaia. Oh, something's blocking. Just delete it. Gotta make sure we have a tall one there. Okay. And we'll grab some desert grass. Yes, ma'am. You can see I actually took the time to kind of find the stuff beforehand, so you didn't have to watch me search for everything I wanted at the beginning of this episode. So hopefully that'll run a little smoother. Now, I've mentioned before I don't like to put too many plants into an exhibit to the point where it obscures the animals, and that's doubly true for a desert exhibit. So I'm pretty much just going to leave it like that, and I'm going to use this patch of desert grass I put up front to hide some food. Let's go ahead and use a substrate with insects. There are omnivores. Lettuce. No, let's give them like some actual fruit. Let's give them some apples. There's some apples there. I should have, just the regular fruit too. These fruits are really good to have. I think they're also Snow Leo's equipment, but it protects you from persnickety animals. Like every now and then you'll get someone that'll eat berries but not bananas or something. If you have just this fruit download, they'll eat it no matter what they're into. So I do highly recommend it. And we'll put down an artificial carcass for the meat. I do have, I forget where I got this one, but that's a different rendering of a carcass that looks much more realistic. So if I remember where it is probably one of the links down below in the description, but if it's not, or I can recall where it is specially, I will go ahead and add that comment to this video too. Okay, let's get to digging some pits. Everyone's most exciting activity, and hopefully this does not try to fight me too hard. Yep, it's going to be all mean like that, so we'll temporarily take out this fence here. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Something like that. Yeah, more or less that's going to work, I think. And so let's get to digging. And then remember, here, I'll do this without making the noise. Remember, we did raise our path here so people could have a better view. So, try to keep that going. And in fact, let's just start laying down the path so I can tell exactly where those borders are. Because I'm not too good at the judging things by rule of thumb or anything like that. Okay, and obviously we're going to probably do something with this fence here. I might just back it off the path a little bit so you're not feeling too cramped. But for now I'm just going to worry about the look out at our hyena exhibit. Beautiful, beautiful. And we'll grab the pathway fence here. I think I was just using that low wooden bar, I believe. Yeah, just that. which I think is right here-ish. Yep. Very good. Just enough to stop the people from jumping into the pit. Or at least, if they jump into the pit, they won't be able to sue us because we clearly put a fence there. And I guess I'll go ahead and just finish off this elevation for the path. Oh, it's not letting me because that fence is there. See? That's the problem with fences. Too close to your paths. Is that looking right? It looks like I went up a little bit there. Beautiful, beautiful. So, just like that, and I'll come back in a second and put in those rain bushes to get everything looking all nice and cute. Right now, I want to think about my animals' entertainment, though. So, let's see what enrichment items. I'm sure if you've been watching, you know I really do like the post and rope with ice. Because I put it in a couple of displays already, which is actually the reason I'm thinking of not doing it here. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is put down a couple of bones for them to gnaw on, and maybe a car tire too, just something that they can chew on. They're big, meaty canines. Other than that, do I want to do too much else to the display? Let me switch to guest mode here so I can take a peek at it. So you'll be going up on the path, it'll be a little higher. I didn't mess up the lion display, did I? I probably need to tweak the little hilltop there in the lions, just so it's easier for them to get up there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that now. I'm looking at it. So, we'll make this out a little wider. And then we'll use our flattening tool to just make that a little more approachable. And hopefully, I'll take a peek in a second to make sure that they actually can climb up there. Oh, here's what I can do. I'm just going to grab Mr. Lion, put him up top, and see if he can walk down. Aha! Field test. Alright. And I'll just monitor that in a second. Maybe I'll do it off camera once I'm done here. But let's not forget our pretty striped hyenas. Okay, so we'll go ahead and concentrate on finishing up the inside of our display now. So, obviously the dimensions are changing a little bit for our African house. So this will be the edge here. Alright, and I have no clue what I want to put here. Okay, that's your next assignment, folks. What's going to be at this far end of our African house? And it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by, it looks like a 6 by 7 box. So it's going to be able to hold a medium-sized animal. I probably don't want to get super big with it. But anything and anything will do as long as it's sort of North African. Please let me know in the comments. And even though I selected the statues, what I really wanted was the fences. So let's go ahead and reselect those. And I'm just going to do a little bit of work, kind of getting it in my head what I want the rest of this, or at least this section of the African house to look like from the inside here. So let's grab some of our, I believe there were 5 high brick walls. That's the 5er. And I want to grab some post and rope fences now to delineate how close I want my guest to get to the glass, because I can't have the little ankle grabbers tapping on the glass and making my animals all upset. So we'll put in a little area for that. And just kind of define it out like that, kind of loosely. And this will need to be a gate so our keepers can get in. Oh, come on. There we go. And now what we need to do is go ahead and put the brick facade across here. So we'll use our old trick of the floating railings. Let me just grab a path here. Just one I can see clearly is all it needs to be. One down there. And grab some bricks to lay across. Oh no! Beautiful. Beautiful. And I'll do the same thing for this little section here. Oops. And I never did replace that one I accidentally deleted, so let's fix that now. Again, never made a mistake. That was just to show you, to remind you if you were doing it in your zoo. Of course, I did it on purpose. You'd have no reason to question that at all, because it's clearly the truth. There we go. And you know what? I didn't put a floating railing on that either. Again, just to remind you to go back and check your stuff after it's done. Okay. And let's go ahead and put the actual roof on then. And I keep thinking I should give them a skylight here, but like if they want sunshine, they can go outside. But, they need some place where they can actually get shade, so I don't want to put any skylights in the actual like caged inside part. Come on. Alright, it's going to extend a little bit, but I can always delete that. I choose the path of least resistance. And we're also going to go ahead and turn this down real quick so I can get rid of that column I don't want. Make sure I don't have any others. I don't think I do. Nope. Good, good, good. Alright, and let me go and grab the CRG's hay so I can make it look like I've put up a nice little hay straw bed for them on the inside of their exhibit here. This is going very well. And the fun part's going to be, I think, well, the thing that I take a lot of joy in is like putting signs in and things for the inside of the exhibit. So I'll probably have a whole episode devoted to that once we get all of the animals in, like finding appropriate statues and stuff. But for now, I'm just looking for that hay, which is right here. Just kind of map it out like that, and oops, I picked asphalt. I wanted cement. Where's the cement path? There. Nope, that's brick. There's cement. I think cement's what I use for the other one. Just for that little internal path there with the zookeepers. Did I use cement on this side too? Yes, I did. Very good. Okay. Cement is concrete. Concrete is the one I'm looking for. Okay. And we'll turn up the opacity on the roofs, walkways, I guess, technically. And, okay, this is actually turning out pretty good. It's pretty quick and easy. Um, yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Let's go ahead and get a zookeeper assigned to this, and then we'll actually introduce our animals. Alright, zookeeper. This is Zookeeper Chapman. Big fan of Orange is the New Black, I guess. Or maybe he hates it because the name's the same. I don't know. I think I would hate it if my name was the same as a popular character. But there we go. Alright. Okay, Chapman, and your charge is going to be the most lovable, huggable animals on the planet, of course. The striped hyenas. I'll put in a couple females. I think I'm just going to put one male in. I'm assuming that they're a pack animal that's a patriarchy, with an alpha male running things. I'll find out soon if it's actually a matriarchy, because I imagine I'll have several dead female hyenas. Put another carcass here that's a little more spread out. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and unpause the game in guest mode, and we'll walk through our almost halfway finished African house here. Take a look at what it is on the inside. Going through the construction zone, if I may. Up front here, there's that TV. We're going to probably put another one of those in somewhere. The lions are all outside, so we can't really see them here right now, but that's okay. And the same is probably going to be true for our hyenas. They probably won't have found their way in yet. But it's just looking pretty good. Looking pretty good from here. And now let's go ahead and take the long way around. Take the long way home. I probably can't sing anymore because I'm sure I don't have the rights to that song. So we'll just take a walk. I can see our giraffes in the distance. There's our warthog and meerkat house. As you can see the sign. And if you take this narrow path, it's slightly elevated. We're going to go around, past the donation box. Please donate. And our male lion did in fact climb down from the hilltop, so it's clear that they can get up and down that. And here you can see our hyenas. And you can see them nice and clearly and very safely. Oh, they're making such cute noises. Very cool, very cool. Eating at the carcasses. I think that's going to be a big enough display. Again, we can always tweak it if not. And let's go ahead then and start filling in our pit with some of these rain bushes. To make it all nice and pretty looking. Fill that up all nice, and let me grab some of these acai trees. Put one kind of at the limit there, just so your eyes are distinguishing them a bit more. Put one there. And let's take a look at the foliage now. Skunk 5 needs some fix. My skunks are reproducing too much, which is pretty good, but that was a small display, so I'd expect them. Wow, look at the hyenas! Where can you see hyenas? Only at Tycoon Steve's Zoo. And then, of course, the lions have gone inside, so I can't really see them here. But yeah, that acai tree does a good job of not completely blocking off the hyenas, but making it so the two exhibits feel like very separate. There's that female lion there. She's looking at us. I'm very worried. Of course, she just went to the bathroom too, so she's probably hungry. She evacuated. Let's move on before she gets ideas. I don't think she can jump the pit, but no reason to test it. So I think next time what I want to do is either work in this exhibit here for the next part of our African house, or we could do, I think, one of the larger outside exhibits, specifically this one right here. But I have no clue which animals I want to put in either one, so I encourage you, please leave comments in the box below. Just let me know what you want to see, what you like from this video, what you didn't like from this video, what you need me to go back and fix. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Up real quick before I go, because I promised her I would, I'm going to name one of the hyenas after my girlfriend, Emily. This way I can tell if she's actually watching the videos. I'm sure she is. Love you. And I love my new hyena, Emily. Alright, thank you so much for watching. See you later.